I guess we'll just kind of hop into this for now. As you guys kind of treat your wounds, I suppose, and kind of sigh in relief at the victory of this battle. There's some wounded. Rafier, you're looking bloodied, bruised, overall not feeling too well, but you'll live, hopefully. Harrison is laying in the sand, blood around him. He's currently stable, albeit unconscious. And Nova is currently affixing a head to his belt. Well, his pants, his little string belt. He has like a little rope belt to hold his pants up. His very ridiculously, comedically big, like medieval parachute pants. And as he picks up the head just kind of just says random things like food and, dirt, even though there's sand around, but, it's whatever. One thing that you guys...
Does it try to bite him?
No, it doesn't try to bite him at all. It seems friendly. As friendly as it gets.
That's good,
It as he puts it on his belt, there seems to be a glowing from it and his belt, and it moves its eyes because it's just a head, so it can't like turn to look at him, but it's trying to look at him, and it just goes, "Master," and then it closes its eyes for now. It seems to be sleeping or whatever it does.
Uh-huh.
So, the scarecrow lay dead. However, its friend is nowhere to be found. Quite gone, in fact. One of the things that's still there, however, is the hole that he was digging, that he was telling you to stay away from.
I guess I'm gonna look in the hole and search around a bit. Ha 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 ha.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hello. You currently have a sleeping zombie head attached to your belt.
Yes.
It seems friendly enough to you. So you're going to go and look through the hole that was being dug?
Yes.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Which one of you? Who's trying to go for this weird shiny thing that he's looking at?
You know what? I'm gonna let the man who's probably gonna be attracted to shiny things go for it. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna see what happened with. I'm gonna kind of do some Arcana, see if I know what happened to this boy.
What happened to the demon man?
Digging boy, yeah.
So, the weird, creepy dude. Go ahead and roll Arcana. Go ahead. You know it's nothing good. It's definitely not of this world. I mean, he's either you're basically narrowing it down to two things. One, he's just a complete crazy man and he's just murdering people. But that doesn't explain how he had a scarecrow and why the dead came back. But you think it's probably demonic of some sort. You don't know how powerful. But not fun.
I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put voice.
Weird nightmare.
I'm gonna put weird nightmare. Seeing all the things shambling around out in the desert with the red sky. He made a red sky happen when he disappeared. Put 2 and 2 together. He's probably quote unquote possessed by a demon lord or something. Question mark.
Who knows?
Sounds legit.
Further investigation must be done. However, his shovel's still there. His just ordinary ass looking shovel. It's just there. It's right next to the hole. The hole's about 3 feet deep right now.
You're recommending we keep digging?
Who knows? You peer in there, kind of quick glance. You don't see anything. I mean, he was pretty adamant about keeping you away from that specific hole.
I'm gonna dig a little.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pick up my glaive.
You pick up your glaive. And the
Fireman's
zombie...
gonna diggy hole.
Yeah, man, go for it. So as you do what you do. You're just digging. There's bodies still. Well, there's still a few bodies around of the infected, and the scarecrow without a head. But you dig and you hear a clunk as you dig a little bit further. You have struck something.
Let's dig it out. Let's see what I found.
As you
Da 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 da.
as you look at it, you notice it is a skull, but not an ordinary skull. It is a red skull. It looks to be entirely made of rubies.
I love it.
Are you taking it then?
You hitting us with some Indiana Jones type of shit?
Yeah.
Can we gonna get booby
Are you-
trapped now?
Are you taking it at all? Or are you just leaving it there? Like what are you doing with
what?
this
I'll take
ruby
it.
skull? Okay. You pick it up and you look at it, and it is entirely its eyes are it has eyes. The eye sockets are rubies, but in the eye sockets are diamonds. Two big diamonds.
I'm putting this on a plaque on my wall.
As you look into
here
it,
comes.
you feel a burning, and you feel a rush of energy. You all see something dark leap out of the skull and then into Nova, and then you see a black tether, black line of sorts in between Nova and the skull. Nova, you feel fine. Kind of
It's
scared.
my soul, bro.
But yeah, you don't know what it did, but it did something.
Did it
That's
just,
it. Nobody else is touching this. This is mine.
did it just bind itself to him? Wait.
None of you have any idea what that did, but it seems there.
Can I do an Arcana check to see?
You would have to investigate. You'd have to. Yeah. Go ahead, roll Arcana, but you'd have to do some serious Arcana searching here.
Okay.
You'd have to take some time. So how much time are you wanting to take doing this?
Half an hour, I guess.
Half an hour. Are you guys willing to sit here for half an hour while Yako examines the crystal skull? No, crystal ruby.
I mean, sure.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. Anyway, so you guys, are you guys just sitting around here, or what are you guys doing?
Sure,
chilling
why
for
not?
half an hour?
It's cozy.
I would like to limp
Okay.
away a little bit.
Yeah, you limp very kind of. So I would say that's a short rest. So anyone that's wounded, go ahead and roll. And since you leveled up, I believe you get to roll 2 hit dice instead of 1. So, Rafier, that means that you can heal a little bit by rolling your hit dice.
Roll 2.
You're full health, so you're alright.
Okay.
8 health. You got 8 health back, my man. You nurse your wounds a little bit away from the bloody pile of garbage that is over there. Yako.
This skull could be stealing my soul, and I'm keeping it.
You so you think you figured out what it did? It has indeed bound itself to Nova. Unfortunately, what that means is that he can't get rid of it as of yet. Nova, you gave it a quick Yako, you came to the idea of, well, let's see what happens if he leaves it, because you think that it's cursed to him that he can't leave it. So, wonder what happened. Nova, would you comply with such a task?
Sure.
Place it down, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you do so, you place it on the ground, and you walk away, and you feel an intense burning in your body, at which point you feel incredibly terrified, and you start to panic as you start to wonder where the skull went, and you start freaking out. At which point, the skull flies to you, hitting you, and you take 5 damage.
Got it. I'm putting it on my hip. I have
Another
a
thing,
zombie head on one hip, and I got a crystal skull on the other. Got it.
another thing that gets mentioned.
Maybe try to hide it so people don't try to steal it from you.
As Yako, you take a moment, because of your arcana, that this item will not curse anybody else. It will have no effect on anyone else. It is bound itself to Nova.
That's good,
However,
at least.
you have noticed that Nova, Yako gives it a little flick, and you feel it.
This is mine.
Yako, what you do some more actual magic testing, and what you find out is that not only is it bound to him, but if it is harmed, he is harmed.
Oh shit.
And I have butterfingers. Fuck.
I have butterfingers.
Nobody just looks down his
So-
hands. My butterfingers.
So in
Just
other words,
stares at his hands for a second.
either we have to get a bag to put it in and tie it to him, so he can't drop it.
Can I just bound it? Can I just like chain it to my hip?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, most things that would hit the skull on your side would probably hit you too anyway. I mean, unless you take AoE damage, of course, and it hits both, and it deals double damage or something. But what?
Stop.
Would never.
Don't do
Okay,
this.
so
Would never have you get hit twice by a fire. What? Anyway, so as you guys kind of deal with that, you spend 30 minutes. At which point, Rafier, roll a perception roll for me.
Hell boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Honestly.
Oh no. I see how it's going today.
Allie, I would say you're pretty on guard about most things. Also roll a perception roll. Let's see how well you do here. Perception for the cleric. 24. Good thing you don't have disadvantage, huh?
Yeah.
So, you notice, you start to notice flies around the area, and you kind of, it's a normal thing that would happen. There's a bunch of dead bodies around, but you start to notice that they're not normal flies. You start to notice that they're in exceedingly dangerous kind of things, basically commonly known as blood flies, and yeah, they're starting to like eat the corpses. Like
Get out of
you
here.
see a bit of them kind of show up. Like you noticed one. You've only noticed like 1 or 2 of them right now, but you know where there's 1 or 2, there's a swarm. So you're thinking you should probably get out of there.
Guys, I think we should probably head on back.
You guys.
Got it. I'm gonna leave, petting my skull. This is mine now.
Nova, as you pet the skull, you feel a warm hand petting your scalp.
This is mine now. Its name is
Bad.
Steve.
Oh God.
As Nova kind of happily pets the skull, you guys hear a very shushed, "He's watching."
Stop it.
But nothing else happens. As you
I get
guys,
Talking skull. Awesome.
Yeah, let's go back to town, guys.
Yeah. We should.
so as you guys, I will take you guys to the map. On the map. All right. So you guys are over there, around that area, around Lastwell. It's been a little bit of time. You guys took 30 minutes. It's been a little bit. As you guys begin to walk back, Rayfear, you notice, you feel something. You know that's like sixth sense where you feel something's like staring at you.
Yeah.
You feel that kind of odd feeling for a moment. You look up and you see a bird, just a singular bird.
Piece of shit.
It's just
It wants
Yeah.
my skull. What's it want?
honestly, it's just it seems to be flying above you. You don't really. It's a fucking bird. It looks like a crow of some sort. There were a lot of dead bodies, so you guys continue walk to Lastwell, and you guys make it there. It's, Lastwell seems all good, and you are confronted by Bolts, who asks you how you're holding up, since you guys were sent out to. I mean, what was? You guys weren't given like an actual quest. It was like a, hey, go make sure this guy's okay. So was what happened?
I found a Steve as I hold up the zombie head.
Yeah, there are zombies.
That's rather unfortunate.
And shovel guy. Did he have a name?
No, not that we knew of. He...
Okay. Yeah, he disappeared. Probably
Spooky demon ghost things.
probably demons.
Huh. I haven't seen demons in a while.
Yeah, the cause of the red sky was also demons.
Huh.
Probably the same demon.
Well, demons are a very unfortunate thing for the town of Lastwell.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
Does somebody
Well-
have something against you guys, or
Other than hiding us.
kind of crosses his arms and stares off into the distance for a second. You guys hear kind of the gears moving in his body. He just goes, well, not that I know of. I don't think anyone really hates Lastwell, other than the bandits, of course. But I doubt bandits would be able to create something as magnificently terrifying as the red sky that we saw earlier, or the undead. Bandits normally are good at just robbing people, not really summoning demons into the world. Well, in any case, I believe that you should receive compensation for what you've dealt today, as it seems it was quite traumatic and painful.
I'm fine.
He then he then pulls out a bag. He says this should contain enough for 50 gold pieces for the each of you. As you guys look around, you guys notice Butterscotch isn't with you guys. He's just not there.
Butter bro, where did you go?
You guys currently have no idea. Upon a little bit of searching, upon a little looking of like, oh god, what the fuck? One of you notice a note that says, "This is where our path parts ways. I have seen a vision, and I must pursue this vision." Our roads may cross again, but for now, this is goodbye.
Was this note also stuck to Nova's inner thigh?
No, it was not.
Oh, boring.
It was probably stuck to his back along with a note saying, "Kick me."
So you have received 50 gold each of you. And that includes Chomsky. Chomsky's fairly silent as of right now. But Bolts mentions that, well, with your newfound finances, there are merchants, traveling merchants in town, and they seem to be selling a variety of items.
Can we?
I believe they're gypsies and other various people.
Cool.
Was there anything that you needed from me?
No, I've.
Oh God, we've expanded his dialogue.
Oh. Christ. No, I've told you it needed to be told.
He gives you guys a very kind of like delayed thumbs up. Then he kind of puts his hand down and nods, and then starts to walk away. And then you hear him call out to a few other guards, probably to explain to them what's going on and to try and get them ready.
So, who wants to walk around and see if there's anything we want to buy?
I gotta find candy.
Okay,
Okay.
you do
Why
that.
you got to find candy?
Don't ask. He needs it.
He needs
I
it.
already asked.
Genasi need candy to survive. No, they don't. I want candy.
At which point, Nova, your zombie head pipes up. It wakes up and goes, "Food."
See, he gets it.
No, God, it's like we have two of them.
We're in for it.
It's gonna start picking up on Nova's manner. All of a sudden, it's gonna be a total dude, bro.
It's gonna be Nova 2. It's gonna be the sequel.
Yeah, you're just gonna instead of like brains, you're just, bro.
Bro.
So
Steve the dude bro zombie.
Steve the dude, bro. So you guys kind of walk around town for a little bit, and you notice in the town kind of marketplace, there is a variety of random carts and things, people kind of happily selling to the locals of Lastwell. There seems to be a little weapons, like an arms dealer, a little potion shop, sort of kind of herbalist person, tarot card readings, things of that nature. Rapier, what catches your eye is a man selling a variety of, I guess, projectile-based weapons, including something that looks like a hand crossbow.
Yeah, you knew what page I just pulled up of the compendium.
I'm always watching.
Out of here.
So,
That's creepy.
is it weird that I watch you when you're in the bathroom? More, not of like a spying on you kind of thing, but like a. Jesus
Oh no,
Christ.
are you enjoying the view?
Scooter
My
reference.
God.
Borderlands. Haha. Anyway,
God.
staring at you in friendship sort of thing. Haha.
Okay then.
Jesus.
So,
Nice try.
as you guys kind of begin to look around, there's a lady, a kind-looking old lady selling what looks like potions. Kind of red, glittering potions. You assume of healing.
Shiny thing, what do?
Well,
Just runs up to the old lady. Just
she's
what?
kind of intimidated. You're like a 7-foot tall fireman with 2 heads on your belt. And you just
Ignore them.
walk,
What
you
do?
run up to her and go, shiny thing, what do? At which point your zombie head pipes up, shiny.
Yes.
Uh, well, this is a potion of healing. When you consume the potion, it will heal your wounds. It's fairly difficult for me to make. I only have a few in stock, but
Does it taste good?
it tastes like cherries.
I'm buying one.
Ick.
I also have some in other flavors, that's just the main one.
I'm buying one.
I have other potions of
I'm
healing.
buying one.
She gives you like snaps into thumbs up. Well, that they're 50 gold.
Drops the bag given earlier. Just
Okay. They weigh half a pound. Also, by the way, your zombie head, I mean, a normal human skull weighs about 10 pounds, but this is a zombie skull, so I'd say that weighs about 5.
got it.
Um,
Got it.
and then the um, ruby skull weighs about
That's
20
gonna be
pounds.
heavy. Yeah, I'm about to. That's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, it's about 20 pounds. You're amazed that
Not
your
if I-
pants
not
stay
if
up.
I'm free.
So, and then the healing potion weighs half a pound, and when you drink it, which is a bonus action, I believe drinking a potion is a bonus action. In any case, it will heal you for 2d4 plus 2 HP. So when you drink it, you'll heal 2d4 plus 2. You roll to see how much you healed.
If it wasn't so expensive, I'd just drink it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's kind of expensive. Rapier, we'll go to you as you, I assume, walk up to the man selling the weapon that you would want.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the light tag does on things.
Light means you can dual wield it.
Oh.
Light means you can dual wield.
That's fantastic.
And technically, that means you can throw it.
So
Kind of.
does this guy have light crossbows in stock?
He looks at you and he's like, well, what do you need?
I need 2 light crossbows.
Well, let's see what I got here. He looks into. He's actually like a full-blown wagon, little kind of dry. It's almost like a food truck, but he dispenses weapons.
Oh, so he's gonna make me a burrito out of crossbows.
Yeah, he's gonna make you a burrito out of crossbows. So he
Burrito
pulls
bowl.
out 2 light crossbows, places them down onto the counter. He's like, "This work for you?"
Yes. How much for?
Kind of thinks for a second. He's kind of thinking it over.
Is my pocket gonna be destroyed here?
I mean, you're looking for 2 light crossbows. Why not? You don't want hand crossbows?
Oh no, I can manage 2 light crossbows.
All right, man. Whatever you say. So, well, that's gonna be 2 of them. That's gonna be about 100 gold.
Oh boy, I will take them. Now bolts.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
oh.
I'll throw in, because you bought the 2 light crossbows. Didn't even attempt to haggle. So I'll give you that one. Normally people haggle, but you just took it face value, so I'll throw in a little bit extra. You're a good man.
Yeah.
He not he he kind of looks at you for a second. You see he's kind of like eyeing you, and then he's like, yeah, you seem like a good enough person. So I'm gonna give you 30 bolts on the house.
Woohoo. Thank you.
Nods. Anything else?
That should be it. If I think of anything while you are still here, I will be back.
Yeah. And I'll be here the next couple days. So you hand him over the 100 gold, gives you the bolts, give you the light crossbows.
You know I bought light crossbows because light crossbows gain the light property with me.
Yes.
Okay. just making sure.
Yes. But can you reload them?
I ignore loading qualities.
You ignore loading qualities? Loading is a thing that means that you can only take one attack per turn.
Yeah, but I ignored. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's what I mean. Like you ignore loading properties, meaning that you can get multi-attack with crossbows.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but you never know when a nat 1 comes along and a crossbow breaks. So
Yeah.
it's always good to have it back.
80, and then 320 max range. Weighs 5 pounds. 1d8 damage. So, anybody else looking for anything fancy while you're around? Health potions for anybody?
I am
Cherry
going to
blossoms.
buy a health potion.
You go up to the nice old lady. She has a few health potions in a few different flavors. Whatever floats your boat. If you buy a health potion, she thanks you happily as you hand her 50 gold. She kind of looks at it for a second, and like the one that she's about to sell you, she kind of eyes it over, seeming to make sure that everything's okay, that she's not selling you like a faulty, health potion or something. She kind of flicks the bottle a little bit, and you see the kind of sparkles inside of it light up as it begins to kind of move around.
I'm gonna shake my bottle.
If you shake the bottle, it's all sparkly inside. It's all sparkly. You see, it's like glitter moving. It's like kind of like gold dust kind of moving through the kind of liquid, swirling around, sparkling every once in a while. Allie, was there anything that you were looking to purchase?
So, what kind of weapons does this weapons guy have?
Depends on what you want. In all honesty, what are you looking for?
I don't know, a new mace, a better
A new
mace.
mace? A better mace? Well, all right. Well, looks that he does have you just go up to him, he asks what you want, you kind of put your mace onto the counter and you're like, a better mace. And he kind of looks at you for a second and then just nods. He's like, all right, I might have something. Give me a second. So he pulls out a wicked looking mace, puts it down. So your mace is like, normal kind of standard mace, while this one has kind of these jagged spikes and looks to be, I mean, it seems to be wonderfully made, and it seems like it would do some damage. This is a mace +1, meaning that you have a bonus of +1 to attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon. So that means all damage you do with it is +1, and every roll you make to attack with it is +1. An extra +1, of course. So he, as looking at it, he assumes that you're going to ask, how much it is, and he tells you that it's going to be about 60 gold.
Can I try it out first on something?
Kind of eyes you a little bit, seeming like he's eyeing you down, like you're gonna run with it. And then he looks that you're wearing fairly heavy armor, and he just kind of nods. He
Is there any,
points to a little practice dummy that he has set up next to his his little cart.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with it. Make sure it doesn't fall apart.
Yep. So go ahead and roll your attack roll, and then we'll take +1.
So 1d.
You can hit the mace attack in your thing. We'll just add a +1 to it.
Okay.
So just your normal mace attack for right now. Well, 24.
You
Go ahead,
hit
roll
the
damage.
dummy.
What?
Go ahead, roll damage. 7 damage. So you take the mace and you hit the dummy, and it stabs into it. I mean, it hits it. You hear this, like, you assume that not only would it break someone's ribs, but it also stab them. So not a fun thing to get hit by. It has a little bit of a weight to it. It weighs about 4 pounds. But mace, you assumed. But yeah, says about 60 gold.
Okay. And what is it if I give you my other mace? Obviously, it's better, so I'll still have to pay money. But I'll need 2 maces.
Kind of eyes your mace a little bit. I mean, it's got a lot of wear and tear. It's looking pretty old. It's I'll sell the other mace to you for 50 gold with
Okay.
your mace.
Deal.
All right. I assume you put down the bag of 50 gold that you just earned.
Yeah.
That nice little bag of 50 gold. You kind of plop it down, slide over your mace, and kind of takes it and looks at it, shrugs, goes back, puts it onto a little shelf, and he's like, "The mace is yours."
Thanks.
So looking at your, I'll go into your character sheet here, and we'll change your attack roll. Because, hey, you now have a +1 mace. So let's see. Your mace strike. +1. Okay. It should. Da, da. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Yeah, it should all be set up now.
All right. Cool.
Yep, it should all be set up as well as damage. Yep, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Cool. So it's all set up. Yep. So it's 1d6 plus 3 now, along with you having a +5 to hit instead of a +4. So.
Okay.
Cool. So you have bought a better mace. Anybody else doing anything with these various? And then remember to take 50 gold off, of course.
Yeah, I did that already.
How much money do I have left? My
I mean,
thing, it was empty.
you spent 50 gold, so you spent the 50 gold you just earned. I don't know how much gold you had. You guys got 100 each for the other one, right?
Yeah.
Then you would have 100 gold, my friend.
Got it.
And then we also got paid for something earlier too.
Nah, I'll just stick with 100. Fuck it.
Nova's misplaced his money somewhere.
Yeah.
It will not be the first time in this campaign. I'm making sure of that.
He just misplaced stuff.
He's
Yeah, he
dropped
puts it in his big. He put it in his. He just. I mean, he just carries everything in his big pockets.
He fed it to the zombie. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Like, I don't think this boy has a backpack. Does Nova have a backpack? Yeah, Nova
Yeah.
has a backpack. Okay, yeah. So, could always just put the ruby skull
But
in
he
there.
likes jingly pockets.
Yeah, it's true. He has big jingly pockets, so he keeps his money in there.
I need to throw a razor blade in there at some point.
So if anyone goes reaching in there,
Keep them on their toes.
So, as
I need to find a food vendor.
yeah, you find a little food cart of sorts.
I need sweets.
Kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, Kind of like stroking his beard. It's a dwarf. It's a dwarf man. He's kind of just looking around, like he has like a little like one of those push carts that you like find in like Chicago. It's like one of those. He's just kind of pushing it around. It has a little bell on it. He kind of looks in and he looks at you confused about just. He's like, well, what sweets do you want? As you look, and it seems to be an ice cream cart.
What's ice cream? Just stare at them. Just
Yeah, you know what? He kind of points his finger at you. He's like, you look like a rocky road man.
okay.
Got you. And he's just like, this one on the house. Don't worry about it. And he hands you some Rocky Road ice cream.
I'm gonna eat it.
I'll eat it. Well, based on your preference on Rocky Road ice cream, I suppose. I mean, in an entirely just without your personal preference, it's really damn good ice cream. It seems
But
very
it'll
well
melt
made.
during my travels.
Indeed it will.
Do you have anything that won't melt?
Uh,
I'm buying another one of these, but do you have anything that does not melt?
Yeah. He pulls out some various candies and stuff.
I'll take it. All of them.
All of them?
All of them. All of the candy.
This boy's lucky he gave away
I'm
one
not
free
even
ice
seeing how
cream.
much you have. I'm taking all of them.
He just like he puts his hand to his heart and he looks to the sky and he's like, "Thank you."
I am taking all of your candy in another rocky road. How much?
I didn't deserve this, but thank you. He kind of looks and he's like, "Well, he has a lot, mind you." He's like, "I don't think in good conscience I can sell you any more than this." And he starts putting stuff in a bag. He starts putting stuff in a big bag, mind you. Like, it's not like he's giving you like a no, he is like scooping a bunch of candy and stuff into this bag and everything for you, but he's like, I don't think in good conscience for your health, I don't think I can give you more than this. But
How much gold do you need?
he says it is a he kind of puts the bag down for a second. You lift it up and it is about a 30-pound bag of candy.
How much gold do you need?
He tells you it's gonna be a. Let's see. You're buying a lot of candy.
I know I am. I'm not buying any more candy for the rest of this campaign.
Until you lose your bet.
He says it's about 75 gold. It is a 30-pound bag, and they're fairly small candies in there. You know, they're little bite-sized candies, whatever.
Fuck it, take 90.
Take a night. This man, like, he reaches his hand out to shake your hand. He's like, you are a good man.
I said how much, I didn't say how much it costs. I said how much you need, and then
And
just walk away.
you gave him 90 gold. You took your 30. You sling it over your shoulder. Your 30-pound bag of candy.
With the
I'm
rocky
going to-
road in hand, just nom nom.
I'm going to say, for the sake of like nourishment, you can't really use the candy to like as rations.
That's perfectly fine.
But I would say that anytime you take a short rest for a while with your candy, all this candy looks like it'll last a fairly long time. Like, it doesn't look like this candy is meant to go bad or anything like that. Like, you don't need to refrigerate it. It's like hard candies and things like that. Like probably some Jolly Ranchers in there. Just good
Yes.
stuff. But I would say that anytime you take a short rest, you sit down and eat from your candy bag, I would say that you gain 2 things. One of which is 3 health, specifically 3.
Diabetes.
And 2, I would say you gain an inspiration dice that lasts for a little bit. It lasts more than the initial inspiration dice. You feel good after eating your candy.
All right.
And I would say the inspiration die is a 1d6, so you might want to write that down somewhere. Just
Got it.
keep that to you. So you gain specifically 3 health when you take a short rest upon your hit dice that you would get, and an inspiration dice. Of course, that is limited to once per long rest. So if you take a short
I need to
rest,
get rid of the last of my jingly pockets. Is there a beggar on the street somewhere?
is there? So
Christ.
yeah, you find there is a man begging for money. He's begging for food, anything.
Here, take this 10 gold.
You just hand a man 10 gold. That's probably more than he'd ever. And he just looks to you with wide eyes. He's like, wait, are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
You're just giving me 10 gold.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just don't want my pockets jingling.
He's like hesitantly, like, he puts his hands out, like he has like a little like bag, and he kind of hesitantly opens the bag. As you notice, there's very little inside of it. Like there is like a little wrapped up meal. There's a boot, and you realize he's not wearing shoes, and he just has a boot in his bag, and that's about it. He has a blanket, a very thin blanket.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna give him my 10 gold.
You just put the 10 gold into his bag, and he like goes to hug you.
Of course I'm gonna give him a hug.
He's practically in tears.
It's okay.
He doesn't know what to say. He kind of, as he pulls away, he collects himself, he rubs his eyes, and he's like, who are you?
Nova.
Nova, you're a wonderful person. May the gods' everlasting brightness shine upon you.
I don't think he likes me too much after the poker.
This man is happy. He is very happy. He looks at you. He's like, "Well, I guess I better get to spending this gold, huh?" And he goes to look to a nearby. He goes to the tavern. If you want to follow him there, he goes in, and he promises you that he is going to the tavern, but he is not buying booze. Promises you that fact that this money will not be spent on anything like that. This is meant for getting clothes. He's going to go to the general store. Well, and he's like, you know that I think about it? They might sell rations at the general store. I don't know. I've never been in there. He normally hits me with the broom.
Fuck it, we'll go together, bro.
He's like, well, let's go. And as you walk into the store, the homeless man walks in first, and you hear, "Oh, god damn it! Didn't I tell you to get out of here? If you don't have money, I can't just give you free things." And he's like, and the man pulls out the 10 gold and he places it onto the counter. And the things he buys are a new set of clothes, something a little less.
Gotta step away for a sec. I'll be back.
Okay, a little less rags and more of actual clothes. And he buys rations. He buys food so he spent money for clothes, and then he's got another thing that he got was he picked up a cheap little picked up a dagger, something to defend himself, because I mean most people don't rob a super homeless man, but you know, it's also a world of scary monsters and demons. He picks that up, puts it on his nice new belt, kind of puts his hands on his hips, like, you know, fist on. He kind of proudly stands with his he went to the changing room, whatever, came back and was like,
Just slow clap. Just
he's a happy man, and he spends the rest of the money to buy rations, so he has food now.
okay.
He puts it in his little bag. He doesn't stop thanking you. He's ecstatic. Just
Nova
happy,
curious
happy.
why he's thanking him because he doesn't understand money.
So, Nova, I assume you eventually walk out after kind of talking to this homeless man
Yeah.
for a little. You did catch his name. His name was Rolf Mala. He's a human man. Looks to be about in his mid-40s.
I apparently made a dude's day.
So he thanks you and he goes off on his way.
Got it.
Anybody else? What are you guys doing? You guys, Yako, I would say that you caught this kind action of Nova. You don't. Go ahead and roll an insight check real quick, and just see if if you think it's a good deed or you think it's just because Nova doesn't understand money. You think it's a good deed. You think Nova's just being a super good. You just watched him walk up to a stand, give the man 90 gold when he asked 70, and then he was like, "Huh, my pockets are jingling." And then he goes to a homeless man and just gives him 10 gold. Just 10 whole gold pieces.
That is so nice. Okay, he's the one I follow.
Nova is also holding a 30-pound.
I mean,
Want
at
some
least
candy?
being in his company would provide sweets
He's
if he
the
felt
one I
so inclined.
Nova's slowly creating a religion without knowing it.
He's creating a fucking religion of that. He's
I
just some
am the only
random
follower of this
being.
religion.
He's just a random fucking being who came into existence into the material plane. He's just helping people. I just
Just in front, he just came to be in existence in front of us, and it's just start helping people. It's like, okay, he's the one I follow. He is my new god. No,
he is my new god.
no,
Is this
not
your
actually.
god?
Not actually, though.
It's like
Yo,
Road to
what's
El
up?
Dorado.
Nova, I like burritos and shit.
Yeah, that's the religion of Nova, is just burritos. So, anybody else? Either you two have anything that you would want to do?
I think I did what I wanted.
All right. Well, you guys, I assume then head back to the inn as it starts to get late. You guys still have free rooms. Rose kind of looks to you. She nods. Hopes you guys have a kind of good night and whatnot. And
Didn't
try and
Does
relax.
she want any candy?
Does she want to know
No.
what happened? Because they're the ones who sent us
Yeah.
on that.
She kind of looks at you guys for a little bit, and I mean, you don't really have to look at her, and she nods, seemingly understanding what went down. I mean, maybe not the full extent, but I mean, you think she gets the gist of the weird shit that happened as she looks to Nova, who has two skulls tied, a zombie head and a ruby skull.
Do you want some candy from the fireman?
She shakes her head. Nah, I'll be all right, Nova.
Oh,
You guys take care,
I
though.
want my candy.
So, as you guys kind of rest and continue
I'll
on,
have some candy.
Yay.
you guys are just having a good time. You guys wake up, wake up, do whatever. Chomsky tells you, however, that of course he rhymes when he says this, but I don't feel like rhyming. But he's going to kind of sit this day out. He's just going to relax for it today. He's going to chill in the tavern.
Today I'm gonna stay at home, maybe turn into a stone, but home and
Yeah.
stone don't rhyme. Close enough though.
Aren't you glad that you don't have to rhyme?
Listen, I'd be dead within 4 minutes. Look,
So,
I was playing a game on my phone. I just thought of it, and I said it.
Rainbow.
so, well, I mean, unless you guys want to go looking for quests around town, see if anyone has anything for you. You guys get are you guys just chilling in the tavern for right now, in any case?
Chilling in the tavern, petting my ruby skull.
Okay. So, you guys kind of just chill in the tavern for a little bit, inspecting your new weapons, things and that nature. Where you guys, in the morning, you guys notice a poster. It seems to be as one of you, whoever reads it, it says, please report to the mayor for a job offering. Anyone welcome. Able bodies welcome, basically. Further information upon talking to the mayor. Any of you guys wish to look into that? Shrug.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the thing. Just take the poster.
Okay. So you kind of, you're just taking it off the wall like this is mine.
Yeah, this is mine now.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is
if
my
someone
quest.
goes, I'll tag along, but meh. I'm just content petting the skull.
Yeah, thus petting your own head.
Yeah, you're just petting your own head. It's
Exactly.
a good time.
Self-comfort.
It's self-comfort.
Oh god.
As you walk, are you going to then go walk to the mayor?
Yeah, I'm gonna go figure out what this is. Hopefully I don't
Alright.
get jumped along the way. Dun, dun,
You
dun.
you walk outside, and as you walk outside, you see an old man with a cane kind of mumbling about something, and he kind of looks at you, and he's like, You've seen them.
Seen what?
You've seen the demons. I see demons.
I see.
Also, I can talk to cats, but that's a different story. I see the demons."
I see them
Just
too.
let Nova walk out of the bar.
And he looks. I mean, he starts talking about like the demons are trying to poison the water. And I mean, with a lot of the stuff that you've seen, I mean, you kind of believe him. But, you also think he's also completely crazy. But maybe he's crazy because he's seen so many demons.
Yeah, like
Who
me.
knows? Yeah, you kind of have a little bit of sympathy for this crazy old man. You're like, I
Yeah,
see
there's
demons
one
too,
thing I
buddy.
can do from the fireman.
I see demons too.
Is a tea party about to break out?
He kind of Rapier, he just kind of like grabs you by the arm and he's like, "Come on, follow me."
Is anyone from the group around to see this?
I'm
I'm gonna
Marcus.
follow this man. I will follow this man into battle.
I'm Rapier. I'm just gonna wave at Nova. I'm like, bye.
Nova's
Come on.
going with the old man.
Yeah, Nova kind of happily kind of drags along. He's like, "Oh, a man made of fire. You see him too, right?"
Yes, yeah. He's
I
real.
see a lot of things.
He points to something next to Nova. He's like, "Do you see him?"
Do I?
I mean, do I?
No, there's no one. There's fucking no one there.
Yeah, man, I totally see it.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. Yes. Yep. I do.
You two have the sight.
Oh no.
They said I
I just
was
kind of follow
crazy.
Nova too.
They said I was crazy.
Nova's regretting his decision.
I just kind of like hide behind Nova.
You know Marcus saw you. He kind of
No,
looks
I
at
know.
you.
I'm not hiding from him. Just in general, just like I know.
Oh yeah, he makes the point to point you out. He like, points at you and he's like, "Fox lady."
Hey,
Even if you're
hey.
in disguise, by the way, he points out. Like if you're in disguise, he saw through it.
Hey, whoa, bro, no pointing.
He kind of then
No point.
He has
bends his
two-sided?
finger and to
No.
kind of a hook, and he's like still pointing, but it's not like pointed anymore.
He's like
Better.
a pirate now.
Yeah.
Better.
Anyway, let's go. And he starts just kind of. Allie, everyone just kind of walked out. If you look outside, you see they're all being like they're all following this random old man who seems to just be flailing and raving about something.
Hey, the last old man I ever saw gave me a sword, so.
So as you guys, Allie, are you gonna try and catch up with the party?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you guys all hear like the clanking of Allie kind of like jogging down the road. And Marcus, without turning around, goes, "Ah, the cleric, yes." Okay, so, well, let's keep going. And he begins to just walk. Just starts walking. Right out of Lastwell.
Where are we going?
We're going to an interesting place. I have something to show you if you...
I trust him. I'm just waiting for him to walk into a wall, but I trust him.
Aw.
Do I see his aura?
Roll an insight check. Roll insight, please. Huh. Okay. So again, I'd have to look. Definitely not blue. trying to find one that fits this man. It's
Don't make
red.
us hurt the old man.
It's red, but not like it's red. Just put it that way. But
Like,
you don't feel like it's red for like him being dangerous.
So it's just kind of like faded red, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of a light red, not like a oh god he's gonna try to murder us red, or maybe who knows? I mean maybe he will, but I mean he seems like a very weird old man.
Alright, I'm gonna be a little cautious, but I'm not gonna say anything.
He
No one's manning the party.
as you kind of look him down a little bit, and he's like, ah, Aura, I see yours too. He didn't turn around
Is he
to
still?
even look at you for a second.
Is he still holding me?
Yeah, he's still holding you by like the arm.
Okay.
It's
Like,
okay, I'm holding
he
you
has-
too, buddy.
He has
Oh.
grabbed you. He has you grabbed by like the wrist and is like pulling you. He's like a 5'5".
Is it just
Like-
is it just the baby chain now?
He's just like, let's go.
I'll
So
hold you. It's okay.
Oh, boy.
you guys walk a little bit out of Lastwell. I mean, Lastwell's in sight, but he points in front of him and he's like, there. Do you see it? And there's nothing there.
I see it.
Nova, at which point you watch only you see a well begin to form out of
Wait,
out of
holy
nowhere.
shit, I do see it. There's guys, I'm tripping here.
I want to look.
He everybody else, this doesn't apply to you. Nova, the world freezes around you. Everybody else is frozen.
Dude.
N-
You all seeing? Oh shit.
Nova, the old man turns around and he straightens his back and he looks at you and he's like, "You do see it." And he motions towards it for a second. "Please. I have something I need to show you."
Okay.
And as
Alright.
Are you going to look into the well?
Yes, I'm gonna look into this magical well.
It begins to glow a bright blue as you feel a rush of wind. You feel soothed. You feel relaxed. Everything feels very calm right now. As you look into it, you see a vision. However, this vision isn't as peaceful as you feel. You see dark forces. You see the skull. You see a shovel. You see the skull shatter. And you see your own death. And the only thing you hear is he's watching. At this moment, you feel a hand placed on you. You presume the old man. And he brings you out of the vision. And he says, "This is what I needed to show you. Do not let him have the skull. Whatever you do, protect it, please. You, all of you, are what this world needs. Especially right now. Dark things are just yet to come." And at that moment, the world comes back. Everything turns back to color. Everybody else, you're all just standing there. I mean, you're all just standing there looking at nothing. Like, And
Guys, I don't
then
see anything. I think this guy's just crazy.
Marcus goes. He's hunched over, and he goes, "See, do you see it?"
No, I don't.
If Nova sees it, I believe it's there.
Nova's just silent.
Did he let go of
Nova,
my?
what'd you see?
Did he let go of my arm?
When you
Well,
come, he let go of your arm when he was talking, but when he came back, he made sure to put his hand back on. So he's in the same position that you left. Well, he probably let go to like point and be like, "Hey, ha, look at this." So, I mean, when you come back, he like lets go of your arm to like motion towards where the thing would be.
Okay.
If you're planning on doing anything. Rapier, roll an Arcana. Religion, actually. Religion, roll for me. 6.
Christ.
You feel something odd about this dude? I mean, like, faintly, but you probably think you're just weirded out. Like, you just kind of look at this guy and you're like, got to the heat by an old man. And he's pointing us at nothing. Okay.
Mhm.
He looks at you, Rapier, and he's like, "I'm disappointed." His voice seemed at that moment not the crazy old man that you know in front of you, but something different. He's just, "I thought you'd see it."
Damn it.
Can I roll a religion check?
And then he goes, and then it kind of immediately goes back of, "God, how did you see it?" And he kind of goes to like bap you on the head, like he just a light
What do you
little
mean?
like tap. He just little bap on the head, like open palm, just a little like little tap with the tips of his finger, just and begins to hobble back. Allie, if you want to roll religion, you can. You feel a faint, comforting warmth coming from this old man. It's he's some oddly comforting to be around. I think maybe because, I mean, it could just be because he's crazy and it's kind of funny and it's kind of a good thing to distract yourself from the shit that's been going on.
I like you, old man. You may seem crazy. I like you.
Well, thanks. Maybe you're just crazy.
Maybe. I guess we'll never know.
I know.
I just kind of timidly raise my hand.
He kind of like quickly turns to you, Yako.
Can you teach me how to see things?
He's looking around kind of quickly. I never thought to teach someone. Nope.
Mm.
And he continues walking back to Lastwell. Well, come on.
Nova's not moving.
Don't just sit out in the sand.
Hey,
Nova,
Nova.
he throws a pebble at you.
Hey,
Come on.
Nope.
that's not nice.
Come on, fireman. It wasn't like a rock or anything. You felt like a just kind of touch your arm. He's like, Nova, come on. You have work to do. You can't sit out in the desert.
Just, yeah.
I'm gonna start walking back.
I'm gonna go over to him and be like, Nova, come on, let's go. We gotta head back.
I go for two and I just kind of like lightly grab onto like his shirt.
He's not wearing a shirt.
Or and then his belt.
He wears only parachute pants.
Just grab his pocket and lead him away.
I just grab onto his pocket and be like, "Can we go?"
Can I pick him up?
Nova is a big dude.
Oh.
You
never
can
mind.
attempt. I mean, Nova's 7'2".
I brush his nose with the tips of one of my tails.
Can your
Gotta make him
tails reach
sneeze.
the 7-foot man?
Oh,
With his
probably not.
nose.
Maybe not.
I mean,
I
I'll
mean,
still follow
Allie-
in silence, but just
Allie, you can attempt to just like put him over your shoulder or something.
Okay,
Just
what
sweep his legs and put him over your shoulder.
do I roll for that?
Strength saving throw. Or, let's see. Actually, athletics. That is very an athletic thing. Roll athletics for me if you want to try it.
for the first time in this campaign, Nova's not smiling.
Oh my
Whoa.
god. Nova, you feel like a little thing kind of like on your like around your like stomach area as then you realize you're kind of looking at the ground. And you realize that you're being Allie just put you over her shoulder and is now walking back to Lastwell.
Okay.
If you wanted, your feet could probably still touch the ground. Like, if you just kind of leaned back a little bit, you could probably just get back onto your feet. But if you're just accepting it, she's carrying you back to Lastwell.
Nova's in another world at the moment.
Yeah. So, Allie, you are now carrying the fireman, which you realize it doesn't burn at all. Nova feels like normal body temperature. I mean, his skin feels, again, fairly normal. It's odd. You've never had any, like, contact with him.
Yeah.
So, as you guys walk back to Lastwell, Marcus kind of looks at all of you, and he's like, well, now that you're back in town, good luck. And he kind of straightens up, and he gives you all a wave, and he's like, well, I think I did my job.
Bye, I guess.
And he kind of shrugs, and, well, at least someone saw it. And he begins to just casually walk away, like, not hunched over. You notice his skin start to become less wrinkled as he walks away.
One weird dude.
And he just begins to casually kind of skip away. Just out of down towards the other end of Lastwell. Just starts walking off, and he fades off into the distance.
Huh.
I believe this is where you would want to go check out that job that the mayor had.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys go to the mayor's kind of office, Ubanta walks out. He kind of catches you guys outside. And he's like, I assume you're here for the job.
Yeah.
Good. Well, come inside. I'll give you more information. I was just about to take a stroll of town, but that can wait. He goes inside. He motions for all of you to take a seat. Allie, are you still just carrying Nova?
Yeah, I'm still carrying him.
Okay, you just carry him over your shoulder. You walk into the mayor's office as Nova's just kind of sitting there contemplating. You're just contemplating existence itself. He's in a deep thought. So you guys make it on inside. You all take a seat. Allie, do you just put Nova in a chair?
Yeah.
Okay. Put him in a chair. And Ubanta looks at you and he's like, well, so the job as of follows is, well, I need someone to kind of do a bit of, should you say, reconnaissance for me, sightseeing, I don't know, whatever you wish to call it. I need you to go search something for me. That thing being an old barn, I believe, that the sands just actually, revealed. Enough sand has moved from that location that this barn has been revealed. I need you to go check it out. Probably nothing. Probably nothing of value in there. But I'd like to be the first one to find that out. Well, I guess in this case, the second. I would go myself, but he looks at his fine clothes and he's like, I don't feel like getting sand everywhere.
Oh.
And I don't want to deal with whatever might be there because I assume people have already heard about it and are going to check it out themselves. Not my problem. What is my problem is if there's a bunch of cool stuff in there and I don't. So I'm going to pay you to go check it out for me.
Okay.
How much?
Yeah.
If there's nothing, 20 gold. 20 gold a person. Just to check it out. It's kind of a walk, but if there's nothing there. If you bring back something, we'll discuss of the value from there. Sound good? Depending on what you bring me back.
Sure. Where is this place?
So he marks it on your map. It is up there. Right up there.
Ooh, that's a walk.
It's up there.
That's
Yeah, as I said, it's a bit of a walk. However, 20 gold per person for the walk if there's nothing. However, if you find something nice, if you find something that tries to murder you, I suppose, I'll pay you for that as well if you bring me proof, of course.
yeah.
There might be some things inside. The sand hides wondrous things. So, well, do you accept?
Yeah. We'll see what's inside, if anything.
Appreciate it. Well, off with you. Kind of motions you.
Okay.
Unless you had any further questions.
No.
He kind of shoos you, like, kind of gets up because he's shooing you because he's gonna be leaving.
Yeah.
He's gonna be leaving,
I'm
so
just
he's like,
walk out.
yeah, he's just he basically walks out with you, right? I'm leaving, so
Yeah.
he gets the rest of you out and kind of locks the place up for a little bit. Just kind of walks away, like you guys walk your separate. So are you guys going straight there? Is that what you guys are planning on doing?
Well, how late is it?
It's fairly early in the morning.
Okay.
You guys just woke up maybe an hour ago. The whole fiasco with Marcus did not take long.
Alright, well, I
Took
mean,
maybe
we don't
15
really have
minutes.
anything else to do, so.
Yeah. Only thing I'm worried about though is the what were they? The Iron Dragons or whatever. Those guys.
Yeah. There's guys that had you imprisoned and all.
Yeah, we weren't we were told not to go too far from the town.
Yeah.
And that's a trip and a half over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
if we're
about.
gonna do it, it doesn't really matter when we do it. We'll still probably have the same chances of running into those people.
Probably.
And the earlier we get there, the more likely we get out of there before they show.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we could go now.
Okay.
As long as everyone has food and water.
Health.
I believe they do. However, I believe Butterscotch was the one who gave you guys water. I believe Allie can do it too, but it would cost you a spell. At night, when you rest, sort of thing. So it's not like a huge deal. You guys, the distance that you guys can make is, you guys can make it there in a day, and still have and still have like you'd be getting there around nighttime, but like around sunset ish.
So then
You'd
what should
probably
we
be
do?
able to.
Like halfway rest and then go the rest of the way the next day?
You guys could go during the day, or you guys could get there and then take care of whatever you want to take care of, and then leave and then camp out a little bit away from it if you want.
Just starts walking in that direction.
Okay. So are you guys taking a day to get there? You'll be getting there around sunset-ish. You'd still have time to do stuff, though.
Yeah, because if there is other people already, heading there,
Yep.
and sleeping there would not be the best.
Yeah, I would say basically depending on what, you would be able to get a good few miles away from the place after you take care of what you want to take care of.
Yeah.
So at this point, you guys do a little bit of walking. Rapier, you feel that sensation again of someone watching you, and you look up.
Goddamn bird.
It's a bird. It's a fucking bird.
I'm gonna look at this bird.
As you guys, you stare at this bird.
I want to know what type of bird it is.
It is a crow.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put my hood on, and I'm gonna just God stare at this bird.
God stare at the bird.
Let me
Intimidation +1.
Let me just God stare at this bird.
21. So you God. You put
that's
the
a
fear of
that's
God
a
into this
23.
bird.
I forgot to add my expertise.
23. So as you kind of stare at this bird, you all feel this hate around Rafe. You're just at this bird.
I'm developing a hate for crows.
Allie, like you feel the actual like fear of a god, like being sent to this bird. The bird flies off, very quickly.
Damn right.
You guys continue walking. It's probably about another hour past. Rapier, you feel it again. As you look and turn around, and there are 6 birds this time.
I'm pissed.
We're
We're doing this.
You guys walk a little bit farther, and there's more birds.
Dude, what's with the birds?
There are 5 minutes pass, more birds.
Demetrius, don't do
3
this to me.
minutes pass, more birds.
Can I roll an insight on these goddamn birds? Can I
Go
see
ahead.
Just ignore
I
them.
hate these birds.
These, you don't know what these birds are doing, but this is a murder. In case you don't know, a flock of crows is called a murder.
Yeah.
Same as a flock of ravens.
Yeah. So
Maybe we shouldn't be going here.
there's a lot of them. As I continue walking, more birds. As they start to form a blanket over you, casting a big shadow over you.
Nova's not stopping.
Which, in a sense, it's kind of nice because, hey, the sun sucks. But also, why are they doing this?
Why you do this?
You guys notice that they start getting closer. The sheet of birds begins to lower.
Fucking birds, dude. Is there anything
Nova's
like?
not stopping.
Is there anything like nearby besides the birds?
No, you guys are basically. I mean, there's hills. There's not a whole lot. You're in like open desert.
Okay.
Crows out here. They get closer, and then they begin to form a shape.
Yeah.
As you look at it, you notice that they're forming a giant hand in the middle finger, and it's pointed right at you, Rapier. And then you just hear, "Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It's time again, Demetrius. It's time for another one.
Fuck you!"
Demetrius.
The only one that mattered.
Demetrius.
So this giant, like, thousands of birds. You all see Rapier stop. Just stop. He slowly turns around and just glares at them. As you see the biggest bird of them all. It is a fairly large raven. You assume this is some weird pack leader. Rapier, it comes directly to you. You put out your arm, and it lands, and it nods its head. And it goes, "Yes, sir."
What? Wait.
The other ravens that it caused, the other ravens disperse. The other crows disperse very quickly.
It just spoke.
Huh? I'm
In kind of like a mimic kind of way. It spoke, yes.
Like, yes, sir.
It doesn't seem to be completely capable of speech. I mean, it can probably talk.
Like a parrot.
Yeah, it can probably talk, but not like full sentences. It seems that you just put the complete fear of God into this thing, and you have essentially broke its will.
This is good.
Holy shit.
You have like essentially broke its will, and it is now yours. It now belongs to you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You now have a crow.
Interesting.
If you want, it can like sit on your shoulder, sit on your bag.
Yeah.
It seems that like it will follow. It will follow.
Mhm. I'm
You
just...
lobotomized a bird. Congratulations.
Wasn't even the goal.
You also feel a glowing presence of possibly a new title. You could always be known as Rapier the Raven King, or the Crow King, or anything of that nature. Lord of the Crows.
Oh boy.
Rapier, Lord of the Crows.
No. Well, I wasn't going
But
for edge on this character, but God
Rapier,
knows.
you get one extra thing because that was so wonderful. Once a day, I will let you call a murder of crows to swarm an enemy, and depending on how well they roll strength-wise, I would say it would be a DC 14. They have to make a DC 14 strength save. Actually, It's going to be based off your charisma.
Oh.
Let's do that. Based off your charisma. They have to make that save, so like a spell save for strength. And if they fail, they are stuck in place. They can't move, and they are encircled by crows.
Beautiful.
Interesting.
Obviously, can't really take effect in places that crows can't get, like if you're inside a tomb or thing. You have to be pretty much outside most of the time. In certain situations, they'll find a way, but
Like if it's in
Like,
if it's in like
door's
a tavern,
open.
it'll fly through a window.
yeah, they'll like fly through wherever they need to fly through. But so there you go. It doesn't do any damage, but it does hold them in place for a turn, effectively ending any concentration. If they fail it, then a Constitution save. It stops concentration. They're stuck in place. They don't get attack of opportunities. You know, they can't take reactions and things like that.
How long are they stuck in place for?
Around just they lose their turn.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So they lose that turn. It's not very long. So about 6 seconds, they get swarmed, and then they disperse.
Okay. Why are crows such dicks? Like, Jesus Christ. This wouldn't have happened.
This wouldn't have happened.
Like, I would just turn to you and just be like, why? Why, though?
Hey, but now you have a crow, right?
The edge always finds a way.
Edge always finds a way. So, on a different note, as you guys kind of walk, Rapier now has this crow on his backpack or on his shoulder, wherever. You guys see a man pushing a cart, like a little cart. It seems to be on like skis because like wheels wouldn't be super effective in the sand.
Yeah.
But he's pushing a little cart. It has a little bell on it, and he's a boringly average looking dude, like human male, like he just super average. He's about like 5'6", average build, kind of short hair. Kind of waves at you guys. It's like, oh hi, how you guys doing?
What do you got there?
Well, this is Bert's Brews, and it's my bark cart. I'm Bert Barrington. It's my bark cart. Do you guys want anything? As you guys, it has like his name. It has like Bert's Brews on like the side of it. The thing, it says like Bert's and then BR and then there's a piece of paper and then it's like EWS. Like it's like, it seems to be like painted on, the BR is paper with EWS on it.
Uh-huh. What are you
Back.
doing out here?
Well, to get you updated real quick, Marty, there's a man pushing a bar cart on skis named Bert Barrington, and he's pushing a bar cart, and it's Bert's Brews, and on the side of it, it says Bert's, and then BR, and then a piece of paper that just has EWS on it. Well, I'm currently selling my beer.
Yeah.
I dropped gold, but I always spent it all on a beggar.
But we're like in the middle of nowhere right now.
Yeah, I'm on my way to the nearest town.
Last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I mean, did you guys want one?
And
I mean,
where are you coming from?
he points like in a direction. Just literally, you guys can choose any direction. He points in a complete, you assume random direction. And he goes, like he looks around for a second, and goes, that way.
Got it.
2 silver. Nice cold beer.
I'm gonna pass.
He pointed the direction we came from, like for where the camp was.
He just pointed to the direction. You don't know if that was intentional. You don't know if like that stupid to like point in the direction of their last camp, like that way. But this dude looks boringly average in every way.
Is he real?
Is he real?
Is he real?
You guys are like, are you just gonna like touch him or something?
I
You're
mean,
just gonna put like your hand on his face, like full palm just on his face. Like, are you real?
I'm gonna touch him.
Do you exist?
I need to know.
You put your whole hand on his face?
Not his face.
No? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna palm his. I'm not gonna palm his face.
You're just gonna
Then
poke
there's
him?
no point in doing it.
No, I'll palm his face. I'll palm his face.
He does not move when you go palm his face. You put your entire hand on his face and you just hear like a little like, you put your hand on his face and I mean it feels like a real face. And he's just like,
I'm a commentator. I'm gonna buy one. I don't need it, but
Okay.
I'm gonna. But
okay,
What's his
so
aura?
his aura, roll an insight check.
What aura would a bartender have out in the desert?
Dude, he has an ice cold. He pulls it out, and you have no idea. You're not getting anything from this guy. This guy could be meaning anything. Rapier, you hand him over the 2 silver, and he pulls out an ice cold drink. It's in a little beer bottle. He pops it open for you, and he hands it to you.
uh-huh. Now, I'm gonna imagine.
Are you real?
If I drink this, I'm not just gonna die. I imagine I can drink this.
He looks at you, and like, of course, you wouldn't just die. What?
I mean, cause like you pointed in the random direction.
He looks in the direction he pointed, looks to you. He's like, but my house is that way.
There's like mountains and hills that way.
You're saying that a man can't build a life out in the mountains? Sell beer in a bar cart?
I mean, you can.
Dude,
Alex, you're not making a point with that tiny little mountain.
Dude, stop
Anyway.
discriminating.
So, like, that's probably, like, I thought that looked like it'd be, like, a house or something.
No, it's a little hill.
Anybody else want one? Yeah, and yes, you can drink it, yes.
Yeah, I imagine I could. Just don't need to.
Yeah, you just don't need to. You just don't need the sustenance. You still have working organs. You just don't need to eat or drink. You still have a working stomach. Well, okay. I guess he looks kind of disappointed, Yako. That he's like, oh, okay. I guess.
I am a fox. Why would he be disappointed that I said no thank you?
Are you just walking around as a fox?
Yeah. Realization sets in. Whoa.
Like, I'm just around you guys. I'm not making a point to disguise myself.
So you did drink it. Sorry, are you just drinking this random?
Yeah, that's it.
Beer?
Happens. Yep.
Okay. You drink it. I mean it doesn't taste like alcohol at all. I mean, you haven't had alcohol in a while, but like this doesn't taste like alcohol ever. And he goes, aha!
Yeah.
Trap! That was alcohol. That was indeed apple juice. Ha ha! I have bruised your trust in strangers. And at which point the paper on his thing falls off to where bruise, it's spelled like bruise, like a bruise on your thing, on like your skin. And he's just like, ha 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 ha.
So the paper just itches in the
I'm
sand in
pulling
front
out
of the
my
cart.
compass. I'm gonna beat this fool.
Yeah, the paper just fell off.
I'm grabbing the paper, saying this is mine now, and walking away.
But wait. Wait, that's mine though. Wait,
Mine
I
now.
need that. Wait, I need it. Wait, I need it for my
Hit Nova
jokes!
pulls out his compass, just
I need it for my jokes!
I'm carrying on.
He's like jogging after you.
I don't need a slave boy. I don't need to intimidate him.
I don't need his sleigh, I don't need to intimidate him. Nova, what are you doing?
pulling out my compass. Give me a reason.
Oh.
I mean, he looks at you and he's like, it's only joke. Why mad?
I'm gonna kill him.
He leans in,
Oh
he
my
gives
God,
you a
look-
smug ass smile, and he's like, it's only joke.
I like go
Smack
back
with
away
Pampa.
enough from
You
Nova
smack
that
him
I'm
at the
not
top, roll an attack roll.
back
roll
away
an
enough
attack
to
roll.
not get hit.
And Nova is not in a
Big
good
step
mood.
back.
I don't even need this. It's not alcohol.
It's just apple juice.
I
It's an
I
ice cold
know.
apple juice. Nova. So you swung on him, and you hit him. He did not make an attempt to move. You clocked him upside the back of the head, and you heard a ting as your arm just stops against his head. Your tonfa strike just hit him, and your entire arm just stops. Just right then and there. He does not move a bit. And he just goes, oh. Well, I thought you humans would take a joke like that in a more fun way. I guess I was wrong.
He's not a human.
I mean,
He kind of looks.
do we have a human?
Well, you mortals, whatever the fuck you are. You humanoids. Oh, God, I thought you. God, why? I thought this would be fun. I didn't think I'd get hit in the head.
Don't
What,
insult people.
And he kind of
After
like.
hitting him, Nova
the-
walks away.
You're. At which point he grabs you by your fucking belt and kind of pulls you to the ground.
Yes. What do
Please
you
get
need?
off of him.
Are you trying to contest what he just did?
No.
No? Then he just put you on your ass and sat you down.
Nova's in a mood where he cannot give a fuck.
I didn't like that very much.
Never asked if you did. I didn't like your joke.
You let's see something here. So you guys notice the man crosses his arms kind of angrily and he starts tapping his foot and he's like, really?
Should have been fruit punch. Would have had a better punchline.
He pulls out a book and he looks at it and he's like, kind of looks at you angrily, Nova, like that you didn't like his joke. He's kind of angry. He seems genuinely angry. And he kind of crosses his arms and he looks around at the party. And he's like, He takes a deep breath. He just kind of is trying to I guess it seems like he's trying to calm himself. But you don't know if it's working too well.
I say, I thought that was pretty funny, to be honest.
He kind of perks up a little bit.
I'm gonna put his sign back on his little cart and paperweight it with the drink. And just be like, I was disappointed. I was looking for alcohol.
Oh, he kind of laughs. He laughs a little bit and he actually pulls out like a. Here you go.
Oh, okay, cause like that, I don't need that. I don't get anything from that.
I can still get hammered. You get the wonderful taste of apple juice.
Yeah, but but like
Yeah, but
look.
So
Hey, Nova on his ass, munching on candy.
So he kind of stops for a second. He's like, huh. You guys mind staying a while with me? I have food and drink. And
I
nothing better
hit
to
you
do.
upside the head.
As you know, so you guys notice he kind of looks at Nova kind of angrily, and then he kind of deep exhale. Nova, can you make a Constitution save?
Yeah.
Just make a Constitution saving throw, please. If you somehow make this, and it's only
Rolling
affecting
now. Constitution.
Nat 1.
I'm fucked.
Nova, you start to feel very slow. Like you start to, like your breathing kind of slows down a little bit. Like you're like, whew. And you start to, like when everything you feel. You guys notice Nova starts moving like very slow. Even like his flowing hair is starting to slow a little bit. It just starts to kind of. It's like Nova's moving in slow motion. Nova, you currently can only move half your speed, and because you nat 1'd, I would say you can only move about 5 feet right now. You are in like ultra slow motion. To the point where you actually can't talk right now. Because it's just
Super slow motion shrug.
Just guys, for like a solid like 5 minutes, Nova's in a shrug. He's just going to he goes, "Don't worry, he'll be fine after a minute." Well, maybe. So
Again,
after about a minute of you shrugging, just in a constant shrug, everything goes back to normal. As you finish the rest of your shrug.
That doesn't answer my question. You want us here, yet I hit you upside the head.
Yeah, why not?
Who are you,
You should
actually?
Alex said she had to dip out, by the way, guys.
Huh.
Well, I told you, I'm Bert Barrington.
Yeah, but you said
Bart
something.
Barrington.
You said something about mortals earlier.
I don't recall.
Bro, don't question it. Don't bother.
I recall.
It seems I have done in my anger of not liking my joke, I seem to have ruined my disguise now, haven't I?
A little bit.
Huh.
Should learn to keep a better poker face.
Well,
no fucks given, Nova.
That's when you notice Nova. You kind of look at him. Just with like the no fuck like given stare and like the no expression, like should have had a better poker face. And he goes, "That's your right." And at which point you notice something begin to sprout from his back, and you notice him begin to change. You notice his skin starts to change color to a kind of almost coppery skin, as you notice wings begin to come out of his back, and he starts to grow in size, much larger, as you notice large leathery wings, very large, span across just a good blows the sand around you, as then now you notice in front of you a dragon, a copper dragon, laying in the sand in front of you, and just goes, "I guess you're right." At which point, Nova, please make a wisdom saving throw.
You don't see that every day. Huh.
Please make a wisdom saving throw, Nova.
I said at the beginning of this, Nova's not having a good day.
No, but he's about to really not have a good day if he. My God, did it! Oh my God! Oh my God!
There you go.
Oh my God! Just barely. You needed to make a 19. That was for its frightful presence.
It's still the no fucks given face. Just
He gives you like kind of a menace stare, and you kind of just give him like the no fucks given face, just blank stare, and he's like, "Oh wow, oh wow, oh okay."
Yeah, buddy, you have nothing on what I have seen today.
I mean, he is a. But when I say he's a dragon, I don't mean like he's a small dragon. I mean like he is in the size category.
My own death.
He is a gargantuan.
He's an adult.
I just see it's no words like I have foreseen my own death. There's nothing you can do to me right now.
I mean, I could just kill you.
And
yeah, no, shh, quiet.
And
shh. No.
Dude, I'm not having a good day, dude. Just if you're gonna do it, do it. I don't care.
No.
Nova, can you make a dex
Just
save?
sits in depression, just
When you sit down, can you make a dex save? Dragons.
Got it.
Save. 13. No. Nova. Oh god, this might hurt. Nova, how much health do you have?
I gotta check. It just crashed.
Nova Flow, you have 17 HP.
Yeah.
Nova, you just took 15 damage. And you were tossed 15 feet.
Okay.
And knocked prone. So you're on the ground, now heavily wounded. But then it kind of, in kind of like a, it didn't like do it, it didn't seem to do it in like a, you sort of like flick of the wing, and then it was like, and then it like, its big, like, talony hand places on Nova, at which point, Nova, you're feeling alright.
Still just dead stare, just...
It kind of lays down, and it's like, well, I haven't been being a very good host now, have I? But I do have food and drink for all of you. Like,
Nova's just gonna lay in the sand.
just
Lays back.
He's normally more carefree. Don't know what happened today.
I try to be a good host, especially, just trying to have some fun is all. I didn't think this joke would be taken with such hostility.
I still thought it was hilarious.
He appreciates it. He nods and he's like, well, thank you very much.
I mean,
You're welcome.
Things have been a little tense the past few days. I just got backhanded by a scarecrow yesterday.
Oh, well. I haven't seen a scarecrow in a long time. This is the first time in... Kind of stares off. I mean, by the way, guys, it is an entire dragon circling you with its, like, tail kind of wrapping around. You guys are all kind of standing.
Yeah, I guess we're staying.
I mean, you guys can... I mean, if you guys wanted to, you could leave. He tells you, if you want, you can leave. I'll let you go. I'm just looking for some... I'm quite bored.
Well, we're kind of on a mission now.
Oh. Well, in that case, I suppose
Fuck it, let's rest here for a bit.
We're supposed to check out some barn.
Well, if that's what you'd wish to do.
You can come with us if you want.
No, it's not my place. Don't worry. I won't impede your travels any longer. And he...
We wanted to find you. How could we find you?
I'll be around, probably. I don't know. Well, if you know any good bard with a story to tell, please point me in his direction. And I would love to hear the stories or jokes and songs of a bard. It's been quite a while. Oh, I do so enjoy a good song.
Well, we have one of our friends in Lastwell. He's hanging out in a inn. I forgot what the inn is called. Oh,
that's okay.
He's hanging out at one of the inns at Lastwell. He's a bard. He's a gnome. Goes by Chomsky. He can only speak in rhymes. So.
Even better.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at some point or another I'll come by. Maybe in the next coming bit. I'll see you at some point, probably. At which point he begins to turn back into his human form, his disguised form, and he kind of his little cart was knocked over by him turning into a dragon and flapping his wings and all that. So he kind of just rights it, and then just gives you guys a wave.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Dragon. Good luck with future jokes.
Yep, I'll try to find some more for you guys at some point.
Well, I'd love to hear them and see them.
He then walks off. He just begins to walk off.
Oh, God damn it.
It's been an adventure of a session so far, hasn't it?
Thank you.
I think for now, I know it's a little short, but I think we'll end session here for a little bit. We got a little bit going on. I hope you guys have enjoyed the weirdness that is so far. I didn't expect a nat 20.
The only time I roll well this session. Let's go.
The only time it mattered.
Yeah, I'm the king of that. I need a shirt.
Only nat 20. The only time.
And normally it's meaningless. It's like the
Yeah.
cow. It's like the cow herding.
Yes, that was the best.